In the past 2.5 years, the RCMP have confiscated more than $140,000 worth of tobacco. They keep it in a place like this. Now, if your cigarettes end up in here, you're probably in a lot of trouble. Today, a story that begins with one man going to the store for smokes. It's said you never know how much you love something until you nearly lose it. Well, Stan Ewens nearly lost his new truck. Man, is he lucky to have it back. The RCMP took Ewens' truck after they busted him for tobacco smuggling. I mean, at any point, had you thought of yourself as a criminal?
No, never in my lifetime have I thought of myself as a criminal. And really, I still don't have to refinish it because it's veneered and it's just chipboard underneath.
Ewens' trouble started last fall. He and his wife, Loretta, were in Ontario to visit their daughter. Loretta is from Newfoundland. She met Stan in Ontario, and they lived there most of their lives. They only moved to Newfoundland 3 years ago. During their visit, Stan Ewens thought he'd do some shopping. What'd you buy?
I bought some cigarettes and some tubs of tobacco to bring home for gifts and for Christmas presents and for favors for friends and some for my wife.
Where'd you get them?
I bought them on an Indian reserve up there called the Tyandanegi Indian Reserve at a small store that's on the reserve.
Why a native reserve?
Because they're cheaper on the reserve than they are off the reserve. You don't pay tax on the reserve when you buy things.
That's true. Much of what the police nab is purchased on native reserves. That's no surprise when you hear the different prices. In Newfoundland, a carton costs $50. At the Ontario Reserve, the same carton, $24. How many cartons of cigarettes did you get?
I had 45 cartons of cigarettes and 3 200-gram tubs of tobacco.
Were you trying to make a buck here?
No. No, in my opinion, 45 cartons of cigarettes, the most I was going to make on them was $10 a carton, so that's $450. That isn't even going to pay my gas going up there. Not to mention that a third of those cigarettes were for my wife's personal use.
Ewens was in for trouble. Someone had tipped off the RCMP.
One of the police officers supposedly or apparently told my lawyer it was somebody that was mad because I didn't ask them if they wanted some brought back.
There's a friend you don't need.
Yeah, a friend or a relative or something. I don't know what. It's somebody we don't need.
The RCMP were waiting. 3 cruisers surrounded Ewens just outside Grand Falls, Windsor. He was forced to the side of the road.
I did know it was illegal, but I didn't know it was illegal as it was. I figured that it would be something like coming from the States to Canada. If they caught you with more than your legal limit, you either paid the duty on them or they took them away from you. So there was... I told the police officer I thought I was walking a thin line between legal and illegal because the cigarettes were not for resale, they were for gifts and favors and things like that.
So what were they telling you?
They were telling me it was a lot more serious than I had ever thought it would be serious.
RCMP seized the tobacco Ewens had stored in this cooler. Ewens will never see his smokes again. They're set to be destroyed any day now. RCMP also took Ewens' truck and arrested him. The law is simple. There's a limit on the number of cigarette packs you can take from another province into Newfoundland. That limit is 1. Ewens had 45 cartons, totaling 360 packages. How much did this cost you?
Ultimately, as I said, it was close to $10,000 before it was all over with. The taxes on the cigarettes, you automatically, there's no dickering, no nothing over this. You pay 5 times the tax you would have had to pay in Newfoundland. So on 45 cartons of cigarettes and 2 tubs of tobacco, that came to just over $5,100. And then I was fined another $1,500 on top of that. And then my lawyer's fees, which were close to $1,000, and the fact that I lost $1,050 worth of cigarettes. And even after paying all the taxes, I didn't get them back.
Ironically, Stan Ewens quit smoking 25 years ago. Hasn't touched one since. Cigarettes have been nothing but trouble.
I'm sorry for what I've done, but I'm not really ashamed of what I did, because I didn't think I was doing that wrong.
Now, if you have a story idea for me, you can reach me at 1-800-563-8800 or email me at here'sthedeal@stjohns.cbc.ca. I'll see you in 7 days.